but the build-up was so slick and executed with such quality, it made life just that bit too difficult for them.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
Rodri. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Batasagi cuts it out. Kukçu. Can he get on the end of this? Pass somewhat off target. Oh, that's delightful. Wasn't easy on the eye, but it's done its job. Conte. Marseille looking to pass their way through. Messi. Now it's Mbappe. He came in hard, very hard. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Otto. He's a sharp little ball here. He's on it. Can he get away? Played out to the right. Could move up a gear here. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. Nicely weighted ball. Haaland. He slid. He's been taken down and the referee has pointed at the spot. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. The ball is on the spot. Here we go. Goal! Marseille! Not a twitch, not a blink.
You know, he would have been embarrassed had the keeper held his position then.
Marseille get themselves into the lead. Oh, that pass isn't the best. In with the challenge. Now that looks a decent ball. And he's lost his man, shoots! And yes, it's there! And the lead lost no time at all.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
And that really is so impressive.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
Substituição no time do Cruzeiro.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Yeah, they're looking for some imagination, and his job's going to be to add that element of craft and guile, the man pulling the strings.
So all square, and not for the first time.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Ronaldinho ploughing through the middle. I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Otto. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Searching pass he's played there. Well timed, excellent interception. Rodri. And he's intervened well there. Cruzeiro can, of course, make a change whenever they choose. Ronaldinho running with... Can he finish? It's a good ball out wide.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Rodri. Conte. Spread out to the left. Oh, nicely intercepted. Kukçu. And no, he's seen through all of that. Couldn't squeeze it through. Now it's Messi. He perfectly measured that. And he's had a shot! Goal! Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
And he's done it again. He's got his... And the half-time whistle goes. Oh, what a comeback. Certainly I didn't see that coming. nor I think did many in this crowd. So we reach the halfway point.
Well, give me a moment to get my breath back. What a super half of football. Incident-packed, goals, comebacks, and the match being turned on its head. Which way it's going to go from here, it's anyone's guess.
Cruzeiro hold a skinny lead after a thrilling half. Bring on the second half. It's 3-2.
Senhoras e senhores, é proibido estacionar na área ao redor do estádio. Usem o estacionamento mantido pelo clube ou outros estabelecimentos pagos da região. Substituição em andamento.
And the action is back on the way. No luck with that dink over the top. Cruzeiro different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
I'll be fascinated to see how the change...
And he shoots! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
I'm really impressed with the tenacity he's shown to intercept that. That's how they're going to make things happen.
Marseille have the chance to go the other way. It's a pretty loose pass. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. It's a good run down the right. Now it's Mbappe. He's found a way through. Mbappe driving forwards. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And here's Mbappe. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. And that's going to be a booking. Conte. Well, that has not gone well. That's an imaginative pass. Saliba gets across to intercept that. Pedri. Threads one in, and this is Ronaldinho. Ronaldinho! Really well taken goal. They've done it again! It is incredible!
Well, this is just incredible. I mean, who would have seen this? Neither manager, I think. It's all happening.
Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
This is quite a battle.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong...
And the shot! Oh, easy pickings there. And this is... Goes for a shot! Cruzeiro perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Albert Ferrer does really well to win the ball there. Ronaldinho, very much a man of this moment.
Well, the keeper seemed to go into study mode then, and he's read it beautifully.
Kante charging forward, the ball at his feet. Now the ball... There's the header! Goal, Marseille! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. It was wonderfully efficient.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball, made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Marseille take the lead.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Now that's well seen too. Now it's Haaland. Always onto this. Batasagi cuts out the pass. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
Marseille clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Otto gets over and intercepts. Albert Ferrer calmly anticipates. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Albert Ferrer with a definite foul there.
Substituição no time do Cruzeiro. Camisa 10. Vai ser substituído pelo jogador camisa 14.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually. Conte. Can he get it through?
Yeah, we get to see this more and more. Defenders popping up in these positions.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And that's put paid to a promising move. And it's made its way to him. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Nice looking ball. That looks a good ball through.
Yeah, I think if that can be repeated, there's a good chance of a goal.
And he's opted for the long pass.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
He's in a great position here. Rafinha. And now the breakaway. Now it's Yamal. Well, there's your danger man. A title that is entirely justified. Koundé makes the interception. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. This looks promising. He's found and a chance! He's got a goal! Pomp, panache and passion. This, a man full of it all. And the referee brings it to a close. What a game. A contest of ferocity and marvellous talent from start to finish. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Listen, the more this game went on, a draw was always likely to be on the card. So overall, I don't think anyone will be complaining too much about what they've got.
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So it's away we go then. Palmeiras have gone 4-3-3. Jim, how do you interpret that?
Yes, and the importance of this formation is...
There's the shot! They've scored! And what a start!
That's the purpose and intensity they showed from the first moment. They really did fly out of the blocks here.
He won't get many simpler than that, but he's certainly not complaining.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
Cruzeiro finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Donnarumma gets it away, and that's been won straight back. That's great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened otherwise.
Yeah, the confidence we can admire, the decision-making we can't. He learned from it.
That is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. João Neves. Kukçu. It's played through for him. And he's managed to get free. Oh, nice touch. Mbappe! He's done very well to get to that.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Zubimendi spots it and intercepts. He's in a great position here. Bellingham. Pedro Neto. Unrelenting, uncompromising pressure on him. Played out towards the right wing.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope. That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning. Well played.
He's had a shot! Oh, that was no routine save.
Bellingham clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Palmeiras with the corner, there first. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Cruzeiro are looking to go forward now. And he was quick to react. Pedro Neto. Mbappe.
Cruzeiro are
He's gone for goal! Denied by an instinctive save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Palmeiras have their second corner now. Decent chance! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Pedri certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
Well, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Tarkowski gets across to intercept that. Well, it's ended up in no man's land. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
No question, this is the man you want to get onto the end of things.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And reclaimed it in a trice. He's one-on-one! Real chance here. Goes down, but nothing given. No, again there's no way through. Pedro Neto. Mbappe. That's the keeper's ball. That's an imaginative pass. Always onto this. Can he finish? He scores! Cruzeiro are back on level terms. That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
Oh, what a finish. I mean, an instinctive finish.
He's having a shot! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Oh, it was such a clever pass that flummoxed the defence, and it could well be revisited, this.
Ruben Neves. Palmeiras finding their passes. Pedro Neto. Now that's well seen too.
He looked rushed. He should have waited for some movement.
And he's gone direct here. João Neves. That is good alertness. Looking to play him in. That's been slipped through. Ruben Neves. It's Bellingham. Alexander-Arnold. Pedri. Messi. Probing pass. Oh, that's well spotted. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Pedri. Ruben Neves. Oh, easy pickings there.
Teremos minuto de acréscimo.
Grimaldo. Bellingham. Pedro Neto. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Cruzeiro will be pretty happy with the way they've performed so far. They remained calm after going behind, and they were able to raise the intensity, get their equaliser. So this isn't bad at all.
So, all square at half-time, each side matching the other blow for blow at the break. So we're into the second 45. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Grimaldo. Palmeiras looking to get their possession game going here.
Yeah, it can be very stylish and expansive to watch if they get it to the standard we know they can. But what's key is the number of bowlers in the team. As long as they don't lose the purpose, if they keep the purpose and the urgency, all will be well.
Kukçu is always looking to break lines. And it's Pedri. Bellingham. Pedro Neto has created one goal already. João Neves. And that's a dangerous ball. That has not gone well. Kukçu. A mixture of good, could be danger here. Tries to pass it through. And the finish! Oh, how's that for a goal? He's got himself an absolute peach. And the game is well and truly turned on its head. Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Yeah, great movement and great use of space to get on the end of the pass, and that pretty much did it.
Oh, shooting chance! Oh, it's a stunning goal! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now.
That's just downright fabulous, both the disguise and the control, and then that gentle scoop.
And yes, it's him again. So the lead now is 2.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Floated through. And it's gone all the way through to the keeper.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
And that's going to be a booking.
I just think it was a cheap foul to give away.
Played into space, not the most accurate pass. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. That's really well manoeuvred. That's a cute ball. Good good take. And it's skewed away, and he's had it nicked away. Palmeiras needed that. They really needed it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Tries a shot! Oh, super goal! A finish of true class! And there's your hat-trick hero. He is simply indefatigable.
Well, as options go, that was a superb choice. It's over and in. Job done.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
He has simply been truly awesome. He really has stamped his authority on this.
Cruzeiro grab a 3-goal lead. It's just too easy. That's beautifully weighted. Chance for a shot! No, he's missed it.
Substituição no time do Palmeiras.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Deixando o campo para a entrada de camisa
No, that was never going to make it.
Camisa 15.
Nice looking ball. That's good vision. Shapes to shoot! Oh, it's a beauty! That is a gem! An absolute gem!
Para o Cruzeiro. Aos 34
Players ecstatic, fans delirious. This is utopian.
Substituição no time do
Oh, a goal
Palmeiras.
of real quality. He made it look ridiculously easy.
Camisa
Well, he
9.
likes those, doesn't he? That's another one for his collection.
Para a entrada de camisa 7.
As if three weren't
Camisa
enough.
14.
This is nigh on
Substituição
utopian.
em andamento. Substituição no time do
Cruzeiro are at
Palmeiras.
the peak of their...
Camisa
It's
10.
Lewandowski! Really well taken goal. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
Well, it's an inspired substitute, face to face, and the shot! And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Palmer. Now he's got space here. Looking for a runner. And this is Levin, and he shoots! They've scored! Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Well, I think he was saying to his teammates, how dare you doubt me?
So is this the start of a comeback?
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Thinks one through. Now this could be a chance. Palmeiras have reclaimed it. Modric. And he's had a hit. It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Mbappe.
Indicados
His
6
interception,
minutos
his
de
positioning was
acréscimo.
spot on.
He'll be disappointed with that.
And the pass is intercepted. Palmer. Real chance! It's in! Deep, deep into injury time! And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
Just way, way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Palmeiras give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish.
Well, the mindset has changed. Now they need to find all the courage they can get.
That has been cut short. It's a searching pass, and Dijk calmly anticipates. Done delicately. He's being urged to shoot. Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. And there goes the final whistle. Cruzeiro have been forced to do it the hard way, but they have pulled themselves through unwaveringly to win. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. And we're underway.
For me, Peter, Albert Ferrer was one of the very best defenders of the 1990s.
And of course, he played in that most famous of all Catalan dream teams.
Yeah, not one of its most glamorous members, maybe, but definitely one of the most important.
Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Davids. Yamal. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Zubimendi. Nicely weighted ball. He's on it, can he get away? Davids. It's Belletti. And it's Schneider. And here's Haaland. Kukçu. Now it's Mbappe. Pinches it off him. João Neves. Threads one in. Great ball if he can get there. Bullish header! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Oh, there's a probing ball. Pass is just off target.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Ambitious ball here. Mbappe.
Such good technique.
Beckenbauer gets in to thwart him. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. Messi looking to play it into the box. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, important interception. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
It's a promising position. Davids calmly anticipates.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Now it's Haaland. Tries to pass it through. They get a throw in. Belletti. Pass somewhat off target. And he's only too happy to take that back. So we're still where we started right now. Now it's Mbappe. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Well, that looks a decent ball. That's a good ball out wide. And that has left him in a heap. No foul, says the referee. Yamal. Approaching the half-hour mark. Zubimendi gets across to intercept that. What a delightful ball. He's shifting through the gears here. Moved on forwards. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Schneider.
Internacional really have found that they're getting more space out wide, and I can see...
He's going for goal! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
Well, let that be a lesson to them. If they don't stay focused all the time, they're going to be made to pay.
He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Played into space. Floated through. He's free, he has... Oh, shooting chance! Decent enough try. And we have our very first corner. Climbs up big! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Kukçu certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
Gakpo. Gakpo with the cross. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper. And he was quick to react. Nice looking ball. Dink through. Chance for a shot! Goal! Cruzeiro! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Cruzeiro are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
We've got 5 minutes till half-time. He's in a great position here. It's a pretty loose pass. Davids. It's a really well-measured ball. Cruzeiro leading then, courtesy of the goal scored late in the first half here. And the score is 1-0. Decent chance! Denied by an instinctive save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Cruzeiro have their second corner now.
Foram indicados 2 minutos de acréscimo.
Belletti. João Neves is the guilty party there. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. Belletti. Davids. And here's Haaland. Schneider. This looks promising. Can he finish? It's in! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a...
And we hit half-time. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break, all square. Well, it's been intriguing stuff so far, and it's 1-1 at the break. Both teams hoping for a pick-me-up in the second half. So it's back to business. Just too much on that, and he won't reach that. Mbappe. Zubimendi. Oh, that's a key interception. Haaland. Good running, strong and purposeful. Albert Ferrer did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
I just think, though, that was selfish and a little uncalled for him. He must have been aware that he had options to his left.
Now it's Haaland. And here's Mbappe. Real chance! Well, that looked awkward, but he had a good crack at it.
Well, he's never the sort to doubt his own capabilities, always fancies himself no matter what the situation.
Looking for the run. That is a brilliant interception. Yamal tries to play it through. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. He's had a shot! Goal! Cruzeiro! And they're back in front. It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Well, at one stage he was being body-checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
Substituição.
Time then for the first substitution of the game. Well, this is what we've been waiting for. And he's managed to gift it back. And they're not going to make any further progress now. And the shot! It's a goal! They're level in a trice!
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
So all square, and not for the first time.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
Caught offside that time. Oh, good spread. Vinicius Junior. Now it's Mbappe. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Stood up well to him there. And it's Pedri. Pedri. Oh, this is a terrific run. That's a sharp pass. Now he's got space here. That's a nicely shaped ball. That has not gone well. Subimendi. Good ball, good close for a shot! Great vision. Can he finish? Now he's having a shot! And he has kept it out somehow.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Pedri, can he get it through? Neymar, he's picked his way through. Batistuta! Goal! International! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't always that easy, but he made it look like a double. Finishing it off was quite simple after that.
There's going to be another change here. Internacional take the lead.
Well, I think you can write this lot off at your peril. It's been a joy to watch them hold themselves right back into it. Now, can they hang on?
Cruzeiro are making a change. After this, just one opportunity to do so. Neymar going face-to-face with his great rival.
Internacional surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Aims beyond the defence. Cruzeiro must do something here and... Chance, surely! Oh, it's hit the post! Oh, that could cost them.
Well, it's certainly encouraging, Peter. At least they're going about things the right way after falling behind.
Camisa 33. Sai para a entrada do jogador, camisa 20.
Can they get him away? Pings it across.
Well, not the worst attempt. A little technical tweak should help the quality.
Has a look and plays it forward. Just 5 minutes left.
Cruzeiro really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Cruzeiro have reclaimed it. And now they can clear their lines. And this is Batistuta, and he's managed to get free.
Batistuta might want to be careful there.
And that has put a halt to things. 5 minutes to add. And they've got a throw. Vinicius Junior. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. And no surprise, that's a booking. And he stands tall, impenetrable. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. And there goes the final whistle. Cruzeiro can look back at this result with regret. A front foot start, but they were ultimately made to pay for their inability to kill it off. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Cruzeiro definitely struggled to get going. That was sensed by their support early on, and it just compounded the frustration.